horror films, along with a few comic book related films for your viewing pleasure. Greetings, fiends. It's your old pal Horror Mike, featuring a bunch of horror, sci-fi, and horror comedy films, along with a few comic book related films for your viewing pleasure. First up, it's Blood Games. This is one you're going to have to check out, folks. Blood Games, 1990. The bodacious babes of an all-girl baseball team find themselves caught in a game of life or death against a rowdy group of backwoods goons. Directed by Tanya Rosenberg, more importantly starring one of my favorite babes from the 80s and 90s, Laura Albert. You may not recognize the name Laura Albert. She is more famous for her stunt work. She's probably done stunts for a few hundred films. She was in a few dozen films, and Blood Games is one of those, along with Dr. Caligari from approximately the same time. We're talking 1989, 1990. Another one that I highly recommend. It is the sequel to The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, and she is quite hot and very good in Dr. Caligari. She's also quite good in this film, Blood Games. Let's take a look at the trailer. And you will spot Laura Albert at the very beginning. She is the hot babe pitching in the baseball game.
It started as a Sunday afternoon baseball game. Guys against the girls. Then these rednecks turned out to be real sore losers. That's when things started to get ugly.
We're gonna kill them!
And we did. 17-2. But while we were celebrating in the locker room, the guys were raising hell and looking for trouble. Mickey and Connie were it. Things got way out of hand. Dirtbags hunted us down like animals. But we weren't about to give up.
Drop your weapons or I'll bust your neck!
It's every man for himself. In Blood Games.
Thanksgiving's around the corner, folks, so I had to add Thanksgiving to the lineup. This is the original Thanksgiving. Now, there have been a few made. I think there have been 3 Thanksgiving films made. This is, of course, from 2010. A murderous turkey hunts down 5 college kids on their Thanksgiving break. Can the survivors break the curse and defeat the possessed bird? Well, of course not, because he comes back in at least 2 sequels. If you have not seen Thanksgiving, really you could take your pick. Thanksgiving 1, 2, 3, or all 3 if you want. I love the bird, which is Turkey. That's his name. He's a foul little bird. Great horror comedy. Highly recommended. Next up, we have another 21st century offering, folks. Wow, what the hell is wrong with Horror Mike? He usually doesn't bother with 21st century films. That is true. But Postmortem, which apparently is a Hungarian film, is definitely worth watching. From 2020, believe it or not, folks. This is a period piece horror film. In the wake of World War I, and amidst the Spanish flu, a post-mortem photographer and a young girl confront supernatural events in a village haunted by death. This is a very interesting film dealing with the subject that you don't see often in cinema, and that is post-mortem photographers. Now, they used to be popular in the 19th century and into the 20th century, and these photographers would go around and they would photograph families with recently departed loved ones. And they would make the deceased appear to be alive in the photo, like put makeup on them, open their eyes, and so forth. So they would appear to be living and sitting there with their other family members, but in reality, they were dead. A really creepy and great subject for a horror film. And for the most part, I think that Postmortem works very well. Check out this trailer.
Most, 11 saiu. 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 11 s
kezedet ezt így tesszük szépen. Kész is vagyunk. Mindenhol ott vannak.
Hónapok óta hallom a sóhajtozásukat. Nem emberi hangok azok. Bent voltak a házamban éjszaka.
Tetszik tudni, ki lehetett az?
Nem lett volna szabad ide jönnöd. Most már ránk is haragszanak.
Next up, we have Watchmen, the complete motion comic. Besides the graphic novel and, of course, the film, they made a complete motion comic of The Watchmen, as you can see, in 2009. Now, it is on Tubi, and it's split into episodes. That's how they have this thing split by chapter. Just to let you know, it's also on YouTube. You can watch the whole thing, and I think it's 4+ hours long, folks. And they really do a great job. I like it a lot. There's a couple of things I think they could have done a little better job with a few of the voices. That's really my only complaint. The art looks great. I think the motion comic aspect works very well. Now, you can get this on the Watchmen Special Collector's Edition Blu-ray. So you get the movie itself, and they also give you the motion comic on the Blu-ray. So if you're interested in checking out the Special Collector's Edition, I have the link in the description. Next up, we have The Spirit. The Spirit, 1987, adapted from the famous Will Eisner comic strip, The Spirit. As it says, the Spirit uses his skills and courage to crack the criminal ring responsible for both his shooting and the murder of his best friend. I watched it. Well, I tried to watch it. I didn't watch the entire thing. It's just not that good. You know, they did that remake with Scarlett Johansson, which is more entertaining. It's still not The Spirit, and I wish they would do a proper adaptation of The Spirit. But at least we can enter The Black Room. The Black Room, 1935. Ignoring an ancient prophecy, evil brother Gregor seeks to maintain his feudal power on his Tyrolean estate by eliminating his twin Anton. Starring Boris Karloff. Oh yes, folks, Boris Karloff. In what is quite a nice mid-1930s horror film,